All right, we're at the Cybertruck delivery event, and of course I ran into two amazing people, Ryan from Ride the Lightning and Kim Java. Can you guys just tell me about what was your thoughts on the event and anything about the specs even released that stuck out to you?
Do you want me to go first?
Please.
Okay. Well, I thought the specs were slightly disappointing. I was really hoping to get 500-mile range on there. We're not quite there. There is like some talk, we've been over here discussing that there is a range extender on the website. I thought it was really weird during the event that he didn't talk about price or range.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, open up the website and that's where everything is. I thought maybe he would have said that during the event.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's a little more expensive than I was hoping for. I think obviously this Cybertruck is super cool. It's amazing. It's awesome. But I think there is going to be some disappointment.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Ryan.
I can't disagree. So I'm not saying the truck's not worth it. This is clearly an incredible machine. They beat their target on the Beast version's acceleration. 2.6 seconds in a 6,000 something pound truck. That will blow away almost literally anything on the road. Like, no matter, it could be any sports car rolls up on you, you will ghost them. You will walk them off a light, which is incredible. But yeah, I mean, the pricing, I'm on record on my podcast, Ride the Lightning. I thought we were going to be at 65 for the dual motor, 85 for tri, not even close to that. But I think Tesla I think it's not as bad as my brain initially feared, because this range extender thing that's on the teslas.com/Cybertruck website that we've been trying to make sense of, as I sort of am trying to do that on the fly in my head, I think I'm still gonna mostly be able to get the truck I wanted. So I wanted tri-motor, mostly for the range, that 500 miles of range that we were told in 2019. And that was listed, of course, at the time as $70,000, $69,990 or what have you. So 80 for the dual motor, plus the range extender is saying 470 miles. So that's pretty darn close to that 500. And my guess, 'cause, again, if this is now known knowledge, we're kind of here in the eye of the hurricane. So if the commenters are like, well, of course it's this, we're sorry. We're kind of flying a little blind here at the event. But my guess is that the range extender would be a $5,000 to $8,000 option. And if I'm in the ballpark on that, that means 85 to 88 for a 470 mile dual motor truck that has a 0 to 60 of 3.9 seconds. So not the 2.9 seconds that I was initially hoping for from the 2019 tri-motor 500 miles, but that's still pretty darn good. So I am personally priced out of the Beast, but I think the dual motor with the range extender still gets me pretty much everything I was hoping for. So it's just it's not quite as cut and dry as maybe we were expecting, but if you kind of dig in and maybe do a range extender here or consider that, we're still getting a pretty impressive machine. But certainly the prices, there's no question, the prices, as soon as pricing wasn't mentioned in the event, I had that little voice go out and off in my head that went, uh-oh. That means if they're not telling us the price in the presentation, that means we should brace for maybe not quite what we were hoping for.
Yeah, so. I didn't even hear about the range extender until literally you guys were telling me right now. So that's.
He right away was on the website. I'm sitting here going, what? Where's the price? Where's the range? And he's like, well, it's all on the website right now. And then while we're recording,
I will say I am pleased that the single motor is going to get made. Now, it won't be made for at least a year. They say 2025 on the site, which could mean a year from now for the 2025 model year, or it could mean almost 2 years from now.
That was a surprise for me. I will say I kind of thought that they had completely canned options. So.
But that's a 61. That's still a $61,000 truck with the federal tax credit. You're still okay. You're in the, what is that? That's like 54 or so. So that's still pretty far from the $39,990 from 2019. So yeah, this thing that overall it's a lot more expensive than I think
But
any of
it's
us were.
inflation. Like we have to keep in mind inflation.
Well, there's that
COVID
piece.
too. I mean, the
COVID
prices.
and prices and trucks in general are.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens, especially as the next 2 years unwind. I mean, we know they always make adjustments as they're ramping
That's true.
production. So
You're absolutely right.
Who knows what we have today versus 2 years from now?
The Model Y started where it started and went up, but it's come way down. The Model 3's come way down. So you're right, as they are production constrained for a while, as the ramp starts, they'll get everybody who's willing to pay these prices. Those folks will get trucks, and then over time, the prices
Do you have a
will come
reservation?
down.
Yeah, for the tri-month.
Do you think like so far, how do you process if you want to?
Yeah, I
keep it or
mean,
not?
like that's the plan right now. But I think it's more of like I made my reservation about a month later, so I'm not one of the day one.
Okay.
So we'll see. I mean, you're talking potentially the 6 months, but
No time to kind
Well,
of.
I do think, in all honesty, that these prices are going to. A lot of reservation holders are going to be priced out. I don't think there's any doubt about that, and so that'll make some people really happy that they'll be able to get their truck sooner. So we'll just kind of see how this all shakes out in time. But I really wish we were getting rides today. That's my one.
I know.
I know it's a
Why
selfish.
I was
couldn't
hoping
the
for that,
shuttle
too.
be like?
Yeah, can
Maybe
we
that's
just
the
shuttle
ride.
everybody in
Yeah.
Cybertruck?
All right.
No,
Well, awesome.
it's great to
If
be
we
here.
miss the shuttle here, which we're about to, we might have to like drive.
Might have to
Sorry.
walk.
we might have to take a Cybertruck. We'll see.
Yeah,
But
steal one.
thank you both for the time. Appreciate it.